This author starts this book and tells the reader that he's paralyzed from the chest down and he's had chronic illness all his life, and the doctor told him that he's literally gonna never get out of the hospital and never recover. And he refused to believe that that would be his reality. Instead, he set an intention to get out of the hospital within 6 months. Hey guys, I'm Yogini. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to naturally heal yourself. I know, okay. When I found out about this a couple of years ago, I was like in shock because I used to be this person that was like, very realistic, didn't believe that we had a soul in our body, and we were just, after we died. There was no soul that left the body or anything. And I distinctly remember a moment in college where one of my teachers was asking, and she's like, raise your hand, guys, if you guys believe that the soul leaves your body. Literally nobody in the class raised their hand. And I was one of them that didn't raise their hand. It's like, yeah, obviously it's just like scientific, like you die, your body stops working, it's over, right? And then I got into this whole spiritual journey a couple of years afterwards, and now I'm like blown away by all the incredible things that exist out there, that like we're an energy being, we can manifest, we can heal ourselves naturally without going to the doctor and blah blah blah. And it's just like, I'm still discovering a lot of it, but the things that I have discovered have been mind-blowing. And so I want to enlighten you guys on some of the books that I have read, or like this one book in particular that I read that has changed my perspective completely. And so I want to talk about RJ Spina's book called Supercharged Self Healing. This was one of the first books I had read about healing naturally. So basically, this author starts this book and tells the reader that he's paralyzed from the chest down and he's had chronic illness all his life, and the doctor told him that he's literally gonna never get out of the hospital and never recover. And he refused to believe that that would be his reality. Instead, he set an intention to get out of the hospital within 6 months, or like 100 days, something, a certain period of time. And he like truly believed that he would get out, even though the doctor said that there's no way that he would ever recover. And that's because he knew that he could heal himself through his desire and his intention. And so I want to walk through the process of like how healing actually works and how he said that he healed himself. So he had like this like 5 steps. Basically these 5 steps can work with like manifesting as well. So first, you have a desire to like do something, or you have a desire, and then you set an intention about what you want to do, and then you have a thought, and then you combine that thought with an emotion, and then you have action last. So these 5 steps in that order will get you to manifest / heal yourself. And so this is what he did. He set the intention of getting out of the hospital. Well, he had a desire to heal, and then he set an intention to get out of the hospital within a certain amount of time. And then his thoughts, he said he would regularly, as soon as he woke up, regularly think about all parts of his body that needed healing, and he would send light and love to those parts of the body and imagine them healing and just being immune, just becoming immune to the disease that was inside of him. And then he combined that with the emotion of how it would feel like to walk again, to be alive again, to get out of the hospital, to experience life again. And that was all he could do, honestly, because the action, he couldn't really get up. His action was to do this every single day that he was breathing. Like after he wakes up from sleep, time to visualize, healing all parts of the body, the cells, sending light through those to those cells. And so that's how he was able to heal himself within that exact time frame that he had said that he would set out to do, which was freaking mind-blowing. And so I really believe that this works, and I have done it with my it wasn't a chronic disease or anything, but it was like inflammation in my gut area. And when it gets really bad, or when it got really bad, I visualized myself healing, and I sent light to the cells, and then I visualized how happy I'd be to not have the horrible symptoms I was experiencing. And I took time every day to visualize myself healing and how I would feel when I would be healed, and that became my reality, and I actually healed, and that is freaking amazing. And so yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that there are methods of healing that, even though the doctor says no, that you cannot heal, you can program yourself to heal. Even some books like the Silva Method, that book really emphasizes how you can like mind control yourself to even like heal, manifest, do anything. And that is another way to heal yourself as well. And so basically, I'm just trying to say that people rely so much on doctors to get help with every little thing, like, oh, my thumb is throbbing for like days now, I think I need to go check it out. And what does the doctor do? Like, what does he prescribe to you, honestly, for a throbbing thumb, yeah, you can just like tell your body that it needs to heal, and that it should heal, and it can heal. And some people are in disbelief that like, oh no, we can't like heal our body. What is the energy body? What is the soul? Like, how I said the example at the beginning of the video where nobody believed that we had a soul in our body. So yeah, there's a lot of people that are very realistic out here, and they think all this like energy healing stuff is like woo-woo, but in reality, we are energy electrical beings, and we do have a frequency, and when we transcend the frequency, we can access higher levels of consciousness that help us heal. So basically, RJ Spina was trying to say in his book, or what he said in his book, is that the frequency of illness is much lower, it's in the lower levels, than the frequency of like your perfect self. So you have a true essence, and that true essence is like perfect in and of itself. It does not need any healing. It is perfect the way it is. And sometimes we're just so attached to our mind, our body, our physical self, our emotions, which he calls the ego mind, that we don't realize that we have this invincible self, or that we are this invincible self of a perfect creative being that does not have any illnesses. And so when you transcend the frequencies, or like when you access higher states of consciousness, you are able to heal yourself faster, and you are able to get the disease or illness out of your system. So this is only snippets of the things that were in his book. He gives like actual methods on how you can like heal yourself through meditation, through mantras, through some techniques he's listed. And honestly, I just have like that book, I resonated so much with it that even after all the other books I read afterwards, I'm like, no, his book was so good. It was so detailed. It was so eye-opening, especially with somebody that couldn't even move, just healed himself in such a short period of time, was like unbelievable for me. And so yeah, if you guys really like what you just heard in this video, please check out his book. I'm not getting paid to, promote his book or anything, but I'm just saying that he is like, that book was life-changing. And if you're fighting some sort of like chronic disease, or if you want to really just heal and not take any medication because you're sick of it, and yeah, let me tell you, tangent. I had to take 4 pills in the morning, 4 pills at night. It was called Pentasa, for like whatever thing that was wrong with my colon. And taking 8 pills a day is a nightmare. And so I didn't want to do that anymore, and that's why I try to heal myself naturally, and I got into all of this. And so you guys should really consider it if you don't want to take pills like that anymore, and if you want to naturally heal yourself and access your true essence, as RJ Spina says. So yeah, that is it for me. I hope you guys found some good content in this video, and I hope you guys find this book. You can search it up and like buy it on Amazon. And let me know in the comments below if you read the book, how you've used the knowledge in the book, or if you're planning to read it. And yeah, I'll be excited to see what's in the comments, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.